Hi Cancers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawana Antoinette. Today we're going to do a reading for a Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. It's a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. If it doesn't, don't force it. Find another reader or another reading. There are many amazing readers on YouTube. Let's start. So the beginning of May, this is going to be a May reading, by the way, for the entire month of May. Beginning, middle, and end. The beginning of May, we have the Know You Belong card. Why did I want to say Know Your Worth? Is it gonna be that kind of reading? Okay, Know You Belong card. I will be linking all of these decks down below in the description. So if you're a reader and you'd like to purchase these decks for personal use, all of them will be listed down below. In the middle of the month, we have Nurture All You Love, which I love this energy. And then by the end of May, we have Observe in Silence. So let's dive in. So the first row is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Strength card, the Knight of Pentacles. And I just keep feeling like that, like know your worth. It wasn't like just a slip of the tongue. This is the energy that I already get before I even start clarifying from this first row. All right, so maybe that's a message for someone, or maybe that's something that you're dealing with. Immediately, there are two energies on the board. There's a Knight of Wands, which is more of I would say a more spontaneous energy, a more fiery energy, somebody who is very courageous, is open to adventures, like always wants to do something, probably always on the go, like looking for a thrill, like that kind of, this is an exciting energy to be around. And then we have a more slow methodological, oh, that word is so hard for me to say. Methodological, a more calculated energy in the Knight of Pentacles. This energy is more slow, deliberate. This is a more diligent energy. I feel like this kind of energy is like, they try to like build something stable as they go, so it's perceived that they're moving slower, but really what this person is more careful. This person does not really give a shit about careful. Like, they're here for a good time, you know? They'll make the mistake and clean up the mistake afterwards. This person is trying to avoid the mistakes. The energy between you both is the Strength card, so let's see why. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. All right, so we have the Ten of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So one person feels almost like, I don't know if this is you, Cancers. You are either the Knight of Wands here or you're the Knight of Pentacles, but there's like a holding back. Like one person is really holding back, but I don't really I don't see how much longer they can hold back, because I feel like they are really feeling a lot for this other person. And it's almost like they're imagining, probably like fantasizing how like life would be with this person, and they're keeping it all to themselves. So I don't know if that's you, Cancers, or if that's the person that you're dealing with, but that's the energy that they're in. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles, please. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Clarified by the Nine of Wands. Tell me more about this Knights of Pentacles. So one energy is very guarded and also has their boundaries up really high. And then the next energy is holding back. Even though they feel so much for the other person, they're like holding back. Tell me about the Knights of Pentacles. Something must have happened between you and somebody else for there to be this energy. So Knight of Wands again. So this person, this Knight of Pentacles is also kind of nostalgic, I think. But they're very wary of the Knight of Wands. So there's one person who's very wary of the next one. They have their boundaries up, like stay away. Like I think they're thinking about the other person, but they are just like, I can't allow this person to come back into my life. Now the energy between the both of you guys is very strained. And then at the top of this energy, I just feel like it's a very weird energy, because I feel like you guys like want, like it's like two people who want to be together, but who are it's like a blockages between you guys both, because one person won't speak on how they feel to like break the ice between you guys, so that you guys can both be transparent about your feelings. One person is super guarded and the next person is like, I'm not saying shit. I guess it's an energy of I'm not saying shit if you're not saying shit, you know? Like, I'm not going to say anything if you're not saying anything. But that's so counterproductive, because I feel like especially this Knight of Wands person, you know if this is you or if this is the person you're dealing with. It's almost like they're... Look at this person. This is too much for them. Like, holding back is too much. It's becoming too heavy. Like, how do you keep all of these feelings that you're feeling towards yourself? If you're like fantasizing about a life with this person, how do you keep that to yourself? And I feel like they've been keeping it to themselves for a while, because this is the 10 of Wands. Like, this is like you've gone through all of the all of these burdens have amounted to 10. Like 10 is the completion. There's no higher than 10. So I feel like whatever this energy is between you and somebody else has been going on for a while. I feel like you guys both want to be in each other's energy though. Like you guys both want, you know. One of you is just really, really guarded. Drinking my coffee. Yeah, one of you is just really, really guarded. Even though one of you is really, really guarded, though, I still feel like you think about the other one. Like you think about this person, because look, like the Knight of Wands again is clarified by this. But anyway, let's move to the next row. We have, by the middle of May, you're nurturing something, because we have nurture all you love, clarified by the Page of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. So this, to me, more feels like a project that you're working on. Maybe a creative project, maybe like some kind of creative idea that you've had. I feel like you're like focusing on this idea and growing it and turning it into something that it looks like it can turn into something abundant. So I feel like you're like, if you haven't been focused on this, you should be by the middle of May. I keep hearing strategizing, like putting in the work to invest into something. Like this thing is not gonna grow right now. It's growing, but it's not gonna grow as quickly as like you bearing all the fruit of it right now. But I feel like now you're in the investing period of something. It's like a time for you to be getting better at this thing, because if you've been on my channel, you know how I talk about the pages. The page is full of potential for me as a reader. I feel like it's like when you see a teenager who has like all of these great qualities and you can see where they're headed because they have all of this like limitless potential inside of them, and you're like, that person is going to be great, but then they need to like practice and like get more training and stuff so that they can actually turn into this thing, or turn that like born talent that they have inside of them into skill. I feel like that's what you're like doing as you work on something creative, or like some kind of project in the middle of May. Clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify this Page of Wands. Yeah, these are all amazing cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles talks about an opportunity, the universe giving you an opportunity. And usually when it's Pentacles, it's an opportunity in the material realm. You can make money from this. You can earn an income from this. This can turn into something abundant if you nurture it, though, because this is just the Ace. This is like a seed. You know, like a seed has the potential to be a huge tree, but you need to water it every day. You need to like talk to it, give it love, like things like that. I feel like that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be focused on in the month of May. So if this is a tarot reading, so it's just an interpretation of energies. If you don't do anything, you won't be able to take advantage of these energies. So you have to actually do something. You have to actually nurture this thing that you're creating to be able to have it grow. But I feel like if you do start to like think about something creatively, or think about, oh, you know, I haven't been doing that and I really should, that's like a prompt. Like tap into that nudge that your intuition is like trying to bring forth in your consciousness. Like go out and nurture that thing. Maybe you need to like set a few hours aside every day to tap into and to invest in this creative venture a little bit more, so that you can like grow it. But I feel like that's definitely the energy that is you're being invited to like take advantage of in the middle of May. Some of you also will be working with other people. I feel like if you do work with other people, you'll be able to maximize the growth of this thing faster. You'll be able to learn from others, see what other people are doing. Just working with other people, I feel like will be very beneficial for you in this, whatever this thing is that you've been investing in. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. So the Strength. So you've probably been doing some work on this thing for a while. Maybe you've been like investing time or resources, like money, like strategically over a period of time. You've put a certain amount of money into something and then you stopped, and then, or you put a certain amount of time into something and then you stopped, and then you start doing it, but it's like an inconsistent flow of you investing in that thing. I feel like because it's been inconsistent, you've been kind of like, is this working? Like, is this even really like gonna, it's gonna, you know, like it's gonna, you just need to be able to be a little bit more consistent in this thing that you want to manifest, and know that everything always looks like, you always feel like you're failing at something before it like turns into a success. And failure is a part of the process. So if you've been feeling like, I don't know if this is working, I've been investing so much time into something and it's not even really turning into the results that I want, look at the Seven of Pentacles. Look how many pentacles this guy has invested, and look at this little ass tree. Like, it's such a tiny tree. And if he's supposed to give up on this right now, like, look how many roots and how deep the roots are going. So if he gave up on this, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, it wouldn't make sense because he's invested so much and he doesn't even really see how deep the foundations are, because he's looking at, wow, this tree is just so little. Like, I thought that I would get more from this tree. So if you're in a situation like that, just remember that things take time to be built, and this is how it feels to everyone when they're building things, especially building things from the ground up, building something from the just an idea stage, something that was never handed to you, something that you're creating yourself. It's going to take strength. Just stick in there. Stick in there, because I feel like this can be very, very promising. By the end of the month, we have the Observe in Silence card. And then we have clarifying that, the Judgment, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So I feel like you guys are dealing with a relationship by the end of May where it's kind of a little bit stressful, this relationship. It could be the same one that we were talking about at the beginning of May, where one person is holding back and the next person has their boundaries up. It could be that same relationship, or it could be another one. But I feel like by the end of May, it's almost like a decision is finally being made on this relationship. Or it's either you're making a decision, or you're finally seeing something like clearly with this, or the other person is finally seeing something clearly with this, so that just some finality can be put to some kind of relationship around you that I feel like has been causing you a little bit of stress. Clarify the Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. There may be some like stalking too between you and this person, like maybe watching each other on social media, seeing what each other is up to. Maybe you're doing this to them or they're doing this to you. Because when the Observant Silence card comes out for me, this also came out in, was it Sagittarius? Sagittarius or Aries? One of the fire sign readings. So if you have fire in your chart, go check out one of those readings. It's either Aries or Sagittarius. I can't remember. Clarify the Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. Clarify the Judgment card. Alright, Judgments clarified by the King of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So finally making a decision about a person or about a relationship. I feel like someone is finally going to decide to go after what they want by the end of the month, by the end of May, as it relates to a relationship. I feel like somebody has been watching the other person for a while and they've been deciding, should I approach this person? Should I, should I just leave this person alone? Should I not say anything? But I feel like by the end of the month, and I feel like it's this Knight of Wands. Yeah, it is this Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands, by the beginning of the month, this person starts as a knight. By the end of the month, they end up as a king. And the King of Wands is a person that goes out and gets whatever he or she wants. This can be a woman or a man. This is just somebody in the masculine energy of doing, achieving. So I feel like this back and forth between like, should I approach this person? Should I not? It's going to come to an end by the end of May. Somebody is going to be approaching the other person to just bring some finality. Like, are we doing this? Are we not doing this? That's the kind of vibe I get. Or even if it's not, are we doing this? Are we not doing this? It's just like a breaking of the ice, like finally pursuing someone, coming out of the Nine of Swords, like thought stage, and actually acting and doing something. I don't know if maybe between you guys there has been something embarrassing or something like, I just feel like this knight has felt like he or she could not approach or could not talk, or maybe because one person had their boundaries up so high that the other person was like, I don't know, like maybe I'm a little bit scared to go and approach this person, because obviously no one wants to be embarrassed, But I feel like the person, I'm going to air the both of you out, Cancers. So whichever side you're on, it's just the truth. I feel like the person who has their boundaries up really high, they still think about the other person too. They still do. So if this is you, Cancers, don't act like. All right, so let's clarify. What's the Nine of Swords? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Nine of Swords is here because of the Magician. Yes, one person is manifesting the next person. One person desperately wants to come out of this. They want to come out of being in their head. They want to come out of like, this person probably has, I think it's this King of Wands person. They've probably been in their head, like replaying situations, probably even replaying the last conversation between you guys. Like, This is not a good place to be in for a long time. It's not a good energy to be in. It's like driving your own self crazy. Clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. I don't even really need to clarify this, but hey, clarify the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So it's all coming together. Somebody walked away from a relationship and probably now they want to come back. That's it. And the reason why they feel scared to approach the next person is probably because like maybe the ending was not great, because this is a card of abandonment, and this is like someone abandoned a relationship, someone abandoned a union, and I feel like the reason why they're in their head so much about it is maybe because they feel guilty about this. Maybe they feel guilty about the way things ended, the way they walked away, the way like something came to a close. So that's the energy that I get. I feel like that energy is going to be wrapping up by the end of May though. Like there's only so long that you can punish yourself in your mind for how you did it. And the person who is receiving this person, if somebody comes back to you by the end of May to probably like apologize or something like that, know your worth and have your boundaries up, of course, but also give the person credit for, you know, like coming out of this energy, because this is a tough energy to come out of. So it's, I guess it's all in their approach, how they approach you. Of course, like keep your boundaries up, but show a little compassion too if you see someone like trying. Even if you're not going to pursue anything serious with them, like don't be like, don't talk to me like ever again. Forgiveness, you know? All right, so let's get some advice for you. Guys, if you want to follow me on social media when I'm not on YouTube, my social media handles are all at Tawana Antoinette. So if you feel called to keep up with me on other medias outside of YouTube, you can go do that. My personal readings are also back open now, and they're all at discounted rates. So if you would like to book a personal with me, go ahead and look at my Calendly link down below. What is the advice for Cancers in the month of May? What's the advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in May? What's the advice for Cancers in May, please? What's the advice for Cancers in May? A change in the wind. And there we go. Card number 12. A sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The Oracle's message: it's human nature to yearn for certainty and to resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soul for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. The relationship message: relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So I feel like this is definitely related to the end of the reading with you and a person. Like, I feel like there's some kind of change that's initiating in a relationship between you and a person. So you can anticipate that. You can anticipate, I mean, some of I feel like most people will get somebody approaching them by the end of May. Of course, it's up to free will and what this person chooses to do or not. So I hope this helps you. If it did, remember to like, share, subscribe if you feel called to, and I will see you next time. Bye, Cancers.